What's up, it's Jamal Crawford, and you're watching GD's NBA Highlights.
This will be LeBron when he first plays Lonzo Ball and his team in the NBA. Fuck, that's amazing, man. Any more and I get copyrighted though. Okay, just a bit more. Alright, so the spotlight's been on LeVar Ball, and as we all know, he had some words for LeBron's kids, and LeBron responded with, "Keep my kid's name out of your mouth." I think it's amazing to see LeBron finally coming to the defense of Steph. It's heartwarming. Okay, no, for real, listen to this real quick.
Do you think
What's his name? Lonzo Ball?
Yeah, Lonzo Ball.
His dad is outrageous.
Clown. Okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say clown. He's just.
What do you mean
He's
he's not a
outrageous.
clown? It's
He's
like, come on.
overzealous.
No, overzealous, and
Say he's
that
gonna be
is the
better.
root word of clown.
Yeah.
Like,
That is.
that is.
This is not what I had to say or the media. This is what NBA players had to say, and they had much, much more where that came from. So stay tuned for that, and I don't need to recap much of the story, you guys know everything by now, and I doubt LeBron is going to respond to LeVar again, cause he averages too many points for that. But what you may not know is a whole bunch of interesting stuff I came across, and let's face it, whether you want to agree or disagree with me, Lonzo is in for a tough time, or at least he'll get some special treatment from the superstars, to say the least. What I'm trying to say is he's going to get jetted by LeBron. For those of you confused, jetted derives from jet. J-E-T are the initials to Jason Eugene Terry. The last time LeBron and Jason Terry were involved in a play, well, this happened.
Ball. Just watch as they lay it up there. Watch this. Woo.
So let's get right into it. Make sure to stay till the end, guys, and make sure to hit that thumbs up. Let's get 1,000 likes. If we can get more, that's amazing. And let's get into this.
That's enough money to buy her a few pairs of new ears, cause a baby daddy don't really care.
So before we get into the really good stuff, let's talk about the obvious stuff. Lonzo Ball is the most hyped player coming out of college in the past 20 years. Literally no player has gotten the same attention Lonzo has in a really long time. And to any moron who's about to comment LeBron, he came out of high school. Anyways, how much is the Lonzo attention due to LaVar Ball? Seriously, Lonzo has his team in the Sweet 16, yet LaVar had still been the most relevant Ball in the past month. Not for good reason. The dude has hijacked the show. But yeah, this is just what happens when you have hype surrounding you. It's pretty much something you can't get around. Anyone remember Steph last season? Well, if you watch the games, literally every point guard tried to come at his neck. No mercy. And I mean, one point guard in particular tried biting his head off a few times. It's pretty simple. I don't think ESPN has ever hyped up a player as much as they did Curry last year. Not even LeBron in Miami. So correct me if I'm wrong, but basically the point is you can't escape the friction that comes with the hype. Another great example is Linsanity. The dude was at MJ level popularity for 2 weeks until Mario Chalmers decided he was gonna be a big cunt about the whole situation. The big three did their thing too. What happened was the Knicks played the Heat, and guess which man had the brightest of targets on him? I can tell you the main game plan for the Heat was literally just locking down Jeremy Lin. They couldn't care if they won or lost. But it was the Knicks, so the win was in the bag anyways. You get my point. Lonzo isn't indifferent to this, and simply because of all the attention he's receiving, NBA players want a piece of him. Also, another example of players wanting to go at you extra hard is Kobe in 2006. He was getting a shit ton of hype, like crazy amounts of coverage after he scored 62 points in 3 quarters. So players really wanted to go at him extra hard after that game, but it didn't work out too well for them because he scored 81 a few weeks later, and then 40 like 5 times after that. Yeah, Kobe wasn't the best example to use here. In conclusion, this was an obvious reason, but the good part is not too far away.
That's enough money to buy her a few pairs of new ears, cause a baby daddy don't really care.
If I asked you straight up right here, hey guys, who's the last person you want to piss off in the NBA? Your answer should probably be Serge Ibaka, because that punch looks like it could have killed someone. But what your answer will be is LeBron James. And who did LeVar Ball piss off? Yeah, we kinda all saw it coming too. But yes, Lunatic Ball really managed to get on the bad side of LeBron. That rarely ends well. I should actually say never, to be honest, because people tell me, has it ever ended well for someone who got on LeBron's bad side? I really can't recall. I don't think LeVar and his 2 points, 2.2 points is an exception to the rule. So ultra quick recap, let's put some context to it. LeBron's big quote was, keep my kid's name out of your mouth, keep my family out of your mouth. This is dad to dad, it's a problem now. Again, LeBron, not a guy you want problems with. But like I said, let's put some context to it, and I'm gonna side with Larva Ball on this one a bit.
So you look at, you got LeBron. It's gonna be very hard for his kids because they're not gonna look at him as LeBron's kids. They're gonna be like, you better be just like your dad. And then after a while, that pressure starts sitting on you because it's like, wow, why I gotta be like him? Why can't it just be me? And then they be like, oh, you're soft. You're not that good. Because the expectation is very, very high.
Okay, so this is like, you know when Donald Trump says something that's pretty reasonable, but you don't really want to give him credit for it because he's a fucking nutjob? Basically the same thing here, but LeVar Ball actually makes total sense. Only thing is, he's basically saying his kids won't be as good because the expectations on them are really high. That's kinda odd because his entire fucking marketing campaign is based on raising his kids' expectations very, very high. Anyways, he even gave examples.
The monsters in the NBA, they dads wasn't that good. They were okay, they was players. But the fact that Steph Curry wasn't no all-star every day, he wasn't cold. He could shoot the ball. Yeah. But now, come on, little Steph, come in the gym with us all the time so you get a feel of this. Matter of fact, play with some of these guys while you're little. Kobe Bryant, his dad wasn't all that. That's why he's such a monster.
This is beautiful. LeVar Ball made a reasonable point, gave references, and is admitting to himself being utter garbage. The better the dad, the worse the player. The worse the dad, yeah, you get it. So yeah, LeBron isn't gonna say it, obviously, but if you don't think he's just waiting to go at Lonzo, full force, just one of those throwback 40-10-10 games, you and I haven't been watching the same LeBron for the past decade. He tends to keep quiet about his personal grudges and then lets his game do the talking when it's time. And if you think I'm dick riding right now, I'm really not. I'm just stating the facts. I mean, you don't think LeBron's gonna pull out one of his classic tomahawks when he goes up against Lonzo? Especially if Daddy LeVar is sitting courtside? Just imagine that. I'd expect LeBron to do something like this.
That is unbelievable. He looks at the last minute of the rim. That's not even fair. Michael's.
Now LeVar and Jordan can actually have something in common. Okay, before we move on to the good stuff, take a look at this and tell me if I'm reaching. LeBron's gonna block Lonzo's shot in games he isn't even playing in. I am excited for LeBron to play the next 18 seasons solely so he can crush every ball son each time they meet on an NBA court. LeBron's gonna eat Lonzo Ball's soul next season over his dad's bullshit, and it's gonna be hilarious. Those tweets sum up everything I have tried to tell you so far, but the reason I included them is because those aren't random fucking people on Twitter. Those are NBA accounts, media accounts, writers, NBA bloggers. Even they agree Lonzo has a target on his dick, on his back. And they're the ones who shape everyone's opinion on what to believe when it comes to sports. A lot of fans are just people who can't think for themselves, so they cling on to whatever the media has to say about players. The situation is legit, guys, but let's get to my favorite part. The most damning part.
Enough money to buy her a few pairs of new ears, cause a baby daddy don't really care.
So up until this moment, if you're still not convinced, that's fine. If you still think I'm reaching, that's cool. I 100% guarantee that changes after this. So Richard Jefferson and Channing Frye, aka two teammates of LeBron James and Kyrie, hopped on a podcast along with Kent Bazemore, aka ex-teammate of Steph Curry. Yeah, all actual NBA players. Let's take a listen to some of the things they had to say.
Do you think
What's
it's
his name? Lonzo Ball?
Yeah. Lonzo Ball.
His dad is outrageous.
Clown.
Okay, so this isn't a very light situation. Basically, players who are going to be facing Lonzo Ball in a few months just called his dad a clown. They're also not wrong, but it's kind of crazy to think about.
And that's not disrespect, but it's like
He's just putting a big target on his son.
Yes, that's what I'm
putting
saying.
a target on your son.
I said this. Everybody loves watching your son. Just take a step back, be quiet,
but
and let us.
Boom. Don't take it from me, take it from the actual pros. Players in the NBA who will face Lonzo Ball really soon. just putting a target on their back. It gets better.
But you see,
now
it's the Hollywood
they're gonna
parents.
go at his neck.
It's the
Oh
Hollywood.
my God!
Yeah.
People cannot wait to go at his neck.
Yeah, the Hollywood parent syndrome is not very good.
People cannot wait to go at his neck. Doesn't seem like shit I'm making up anymore, does it? I hope everything checks out by now, and you're damn right they had much more to say about the situation, but behind closed doors. People cannot wait to go at Lonzo Ball, more specifically, Lonzo Ball's neck. Try to remember a scenario in which we have seen something like this in the past. I don't recall any player who was coming out of college with a literal target on him. Fucking crosshairs on his back, and other NBA players admitting to it. Just imagine Lonzo Ball hearing this or LeVar Ball hearing this. It's a pretty intense situation. And to add to all this, even Steve Kerr said the same thing. And knowing his petty ass, I wouldn't be surprised if he runs a play where KD just goes one-on-one with Lonzo for like 5 straight possessions. And my thing is, LeBron and Steph are too damn big to really say anything serious about this situation. But if LeBron didn't need to have a filter, you don't think he would just come out and say, yeah, I can't wait to go at Lonzo's neck. He won't say it, but just wait till the next Lakers-Cavs game next season, or whatever team ends up getting Lonzo Ball. Just wait on it. Also, this doesn't really involve Westbrook too much, but I mean, it's Russell. If you dribble the wrong way in front of him, he's gonna want to kill you. I might even be more scared of what Westbrook will do to Lonzo over LeBron. Also, here's a cool pic. The LeBron quote posted by ESPN, but more importantly, liked by Kevin Love and of course Russell Westbrook. Looks like they agree with LeBron, and fun fact, they're both UCLA guys too. But let's think about it. All of this for what? Just because his dad wanted to market his brand as much as possible? Well, speaking about his brand, I found a few interesting things, so let's get into that.
Enough money to buy her a few pairs of new ears, cause her baby daddy don't really care.
How is LeVar Ball doing with the $1 billion deal? He's pissed off a few important signature athletes. Nike, Jordan, Under Armour, Adidas? Man, LeVar Ball should have come at Klay Thompson or something, cause those antas on his feet are fucking hot trash. Yeah, they're literally called antas. So I don't think getting on Klay's bad side would have done much damage to LeVar and his $1 billion deal. Anyways though, I want to get your opinions on this. Specifically you people who have claimed LeVar Ball as the marketing genius. How is this smart? You want a $1 billion deal? Cool. But you just pissed off the 2 biggest people involved in all of shoe business today. Smart marketing? How? Unless, again, you plan on getting a deal with Anta. In that case, good luck with $1 billion. But yeah, this just seems like arrogant marketing to me. There's nothing smart about this. You're bringing attention to yourself for all the wrong reason and getting on the bad sides of important people. But yeah, now that I've explained all of the most relevant parts, LeVar Ball, for those of you who don't know, already had a response to LeBron. This was LeBron's final quote to LeVar. He can talk all about his brand, talk about his sons, talk about basketball, talk about me, but keep my family out of this. And LeVar said, I don't care what LeBron said. He talking about he warned me. He warned me for what? What is a warning going to do? Nothing. So if any of you haven't noticed, I'm really trying to take it easy on LeVar this time. Cause you people get so defensive over him. Like, I have no idea why, but I get destroyed by you guys every time. Shit, maybe he is some kind of genius. The dude literally has people worshipping him as the greatest dad to ever live. But for real, just look at his quote. His first quote, which was actually reasonable, pissed off LeBron. You don't think this one is gonna piss him off even more? But now, obviously LeBron is too smart to respond again. He'll do the talking sometime next December on the court. There's definitely a target on Lonzo's back, and he's done nothing at all other than ball out.
Enough money to buy her a few pairs of new ears, cause her baby daddy don't really care.
So how will Lonzo respond? From what I've seen, I think he's gonna fucking love it. The dude is a competitor, and I don't think he's gonna back down from anyone who his dad may or may not have pissed off, except for LeBron. But in seriousness, he's gonna have some rookie struggles like they all do, but if I had to put a prediction on it right now, I say he's gonna be the rookie of the year. The competition for this is actually gonna be insane, but again, as a prediction, I don't think I'm too far off saying he can average 18, 18, and 5 in his first year. The dude is gonna average at least 7 assists plus right off the bat, because he's already better than a ton of NBA players at playmaking, and in best case scenario, he can actually have a 22-8-5 season to start. That would be pretty incredible and definitely worthy of Roy. As for efficiency, I predict he's going to struggle a bit with high shooting in his first few years. I think his form will take adjustment and his overall game needs a bit more polish on the offensive side. All in all, he's going to be a 42 to 47% shooter, which isn't bad at all, and he'll hover from 32 to 37% from 3, which is also pretty damn good. But forget all of that. What does worry me or concern me is the defense. I think defense is actually the hardest part of translating from college to pro, cause you know, all of a sudden you're matched up against Paul George, or insert any other lethal wing player. I think Lonzo is gonna have to learn proper NBA defensive fundies. But shit, aside from that, this guy is gonna be the real deal, like a top player in about 4 years or so. Again, he has that target on his back, but I think he'll handle it really well. Of course, we don't know shit, and he could choke like a dog under NBA pressure, also with Russell Westbrook staring you in the face. But I think bro's gonna be a beast. Also about his form, I know I've shat on it in the past, but listen, I don't even know how to explain this to you, but he has the worst best form ever, or the best worst form ever. Maybe it will work perfectly in the NBA. Who knows? Seriously, it's all like one motion and shit. And lastly, speaking on the topic of how Lonzo will respond, let's talk real quick about how he has already responded to the ridiculous shit his dad says. The media basically tries to get a controversial answer out of Lonzo every time they talk to him, and the dude is like an assassin. Delivers a perfect answer, manages not to offend anyone, and diffuses the entire situation in like 3 sentences. He's well spoken, and I just think he's a total NBA product. He's beyond ready overall, he just needs some polish offensively, some defensive tightening, and we have the next LeBron James. I'm kidding. He's gonna be a fan favorite for sure though. Also, I want to know what you guys have to say about this. Do you guys think Lonzo should be the first pick? Make sure to comment down below. Give me your predictions. Can he win Rookie of the Year? And give me his stat line. What is he gonna average in his first year? You can also tell me on Twitter. Make sure to follow me there at Risky3. But yeah, we've pretty much made it to the end once again. If you haven't checked out my last video, make sure to do so right now. Seriously, thank you guys for watching up till now. And make sure to comment down below what your thoughts are, cause I know this is a very controversial topic. And make sure to drop a like, guys. If you're new, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I will be seeing you next time. Adios! Make sure to check out my last video if you haven't already, or just click on a random one, whatever you like. Enjoy, guys. Peace, peace.